Inspired by many Steadicam makers on YouTube, I decided to try and figure it out myself. So I got one of my old tripods that I bought at Walmart. It's not very hard or expensive to figure this out, and you can make a Steadicam with just your tripod without doing anything to it. Not adding weights, not adding etc. Again, I will state that I have a Sanyo HD 1010, which doesn't weigh a lot, so the counterweight isn't going to be excessive like with other cameras, like the ones that use P2 or any other camera that would be over 5 pounds. This is strictly for a camera that's as light as my camera, which is about 3 pounds. First off, you want to make sure you have a tripod like this, and it has a quick release knob. Then you go around and make sure that you unlatch the 90-degree lock so it faces outwards, and then tighten it back up. Then you got to make sure that you have a handle on your tripod. That way it'll be easier to grab. Then I use this lever here. Depending on what kind of tripod you have, you can just crank it up a little bit, like that. Now place it on its side. Now you can either have the legs open, which gives you a little more counterweight balance, or you can have them closed and you can lock it down that way. Make sure you have a handle like this one. So you grab the handle and then you grab the handle that you adjust the pan and tilt with. Then you put it on, and look, you have yourself a Steadicam. And you didn't have to do anything. No bolting, no tape, no counterweights, no excessive amount of money or pipes or black paint or knowledge of any sort. Now just make sure that your pan lock and your tilt lock are loose. That way it doesn't give you a rigid feeling when you're using it as a Steadicam, and then that way it won't give you any vibration while you're using it, because the loose it is, that way it's more fluid motion. Whether you're right-handed or left-handed, I'm not sure, but either way you just use the little amount of pressure on each handle as possible, and then that way you can just move it around slowly. And the legs on your tripod, since my camera is so light, work as a counterweight. So I decided to do the same shot with a handheld and with this handmade Steadicam. And as you can see, there's a big difference between being handheld with my camera and having it on this tripod with a counterweight. You can see that it pans easier, and you can go down and you can walk without it shaking in your hand. So hopefully this tutorial has helped you, and if it did, please leave me a comment.